All right, all right, all right.
Hi, guys.
Hey, hey. What's up, guys?
How's it going? Hey, Katie. Hi, Joel.
Hi. My name is Ben.
Everyone's Ben tonight.
And your name's Ben.
Yeah, I'm Ben.
Yeah, great. Who else's name is Ben here? It's great. Love it, so good. Happy summer. Summer, my goodness, is just like flying by. And I'm sorry that's flying by because that just means we're getting closer to school. And as tonight, we have some really fun stuff that's planned. But usually, again, it's the marker of some of our end of school, or end of summer heading towards school. And so, but before we have our seniors that get to share with us tonight. Before we worship in song together, we have some announcements and some opportunities that we want you to be aware of. Number one is we have, in just a couple of days, we have our summer finale. Summer finale is 2 days coming up on Monday and Tuesday. It is Monday, Six Flags, Tuesday, Rehoboth Beach, completely independent days. You can go to one, you can go to both, or you can go to none, whichever you are feeling. To go to Six Flags is $55 to be able to attend, and then Rehoboth Beach is $15 to be able to attend. The sign-up shuts down Friday at midnight. 11:59 p.m. on Friday night, so please get that sign up in. The QR code's right there for you to be able to scan if that's something you're interested in attending. It's also on our Instagram bio. It is in Church Center app if you have that, and it's in your parents' email. So plenty of places to find it, but we would absolutely love to have you there. Just by curiosity, who in this room hasn't signed up yet, but is actually thinking about coming to one of those days? Okay, cool. So a handful of people. Sweet. Yeah, please get those sign-ups in because that really does help with how many vehicles we're getting, how many, that is very, very helpful. Sooner than 11:59 on Friday night would be even better if you could do that for us. That would be awesome. Cool. Nolan, what's our number two thing?
All right, who's enjoyed being back at GSM tonight after kind of 2 weeks of not normal weeks? We had a fun time? All right, well, we're not going to be able to do this again for 2 weeks. So August 9th and 16th, we're taking a break. That way we can reset youth staff, do all this stuff, and give our wonderful youth staff a break for 2 weeks. So don't come here Wednesday night because no one will be here. So go hang out with your friends Wednesday night or don't do anything. It's up to you.
Or don't do anything. Yep. Or sleep in until 9 p.m. You could do that as well. Has anyone ever done that? Like you slept through the whole day? Yo, that's wild. That's crazy. Okay. Number three is as we come back from our 2-week break, we have what we call every year at Gateway Church, we have Move Up Weekend. That's where every single grade from pre-K all the way up to 12th grade goes up and transitions in grade. And so we have that on August 20th, and we have what we do every single year to welcome our 7th graders, say goodbye to our graduated 12th graders. We do something called Pig Soccer. Who's participated in Pig Soccer before? Fantastic. So that's happening once again, where it is basically exactly that. We get a live pig, and you have to kick him around in the slip and slide turf field. No, you do not have a live pig. That would be really bad. So it's a rubber pig. It's really small, actually. He's really cute. But we're gonna kick him around and play some pig soccer. And so would love to have you there. Again, our incoming 7th graders, and then our graduated 12th graders is the first and last opportunities to be a part of GSM. Would love to have you there. What is next, Nolan?
All right, so that Wednesday after Pig Soccer, we have GSM Kickoff Dinner. If you've been to this in the past, we have pizza. It's a great opportunity to meet your new leaders for the next school year. Apparently, win prizes on giveaways this year. I didn't know about that. That's new, I think. Is it?
Yeah, we're doing some giveaways. We're going to do some GSM merch as some raffle giveaways. We're going to do some gift cards, and we're going to do a scholarship to Fall Retreat as well to be able to attend that. So there's some really neat stuff that we're going to be offering out and would love to have you there, a part of our kickoff year.
So yeah, families invited. It's a whole evening. Please register with the QR code or the links in the Instagram bio. But yeah.
And then lastly is who attended Momentum Youth Conference 2 weeks ago, less than 2 weeks ago. Did you guys have a great time? Yeah? Well, if you were at Momentum, you got to hang out with, potentially, you got to hang out with someone by the name of Katie Cole. Katie is running a program called Momentum Marketplace. And Momentum Marketplace is an opportunity for students who are looking to serve Jesus, but they're not necessarily looking to be a pastor. They're not necessarily looking to be a missionary. They're not necessarily looking to work in an organization like The Point. As incredible as being a pastor or a missionary, working at The Point, as incredible as those things are, maybe you're like, I really want to serve Jesus as a chef. I really want to serve Jesus as a nurse. I really want to serve Jesus as a stay-at-home mom. I really want to serve Jesus as a lawyer. I really want to serve Jesus, fill in the blank. And so what this opportunity is it's going to function like a discovery group, and it's going to be an opportunity for you, the student who says, I want to learn to serve Jesus in the marketplace. That's anything that's not a pastor, missionary, etc. We call that vocational ministry. So anyone who says, I want to serve Jesus in that way, and we're going to do a mentoring program where you're going to partner up with someone in our church that is a marketplace leader, a businessman, a businesswoman, someone who works as a nurse, someone who works in the trades, whatever it may be, and we're going to partner up, and there's going to be a mentoring program that's going to happen. There's a lot more details that are coming out, but it's going to, like I said, as I said a moment ago, it's going to function as a discovery group at Gateway Church. There are usually like these 6 to 8 week-long classes, and that's what it's going to be like. And so this is going to be a really, really unique opportunity as Gateway Church. Katie Cole, who is spearheading the program, it's going to be a pilot, and a pilot simply means it's never been done before, and we get to try it out and see how it goes, and we get to give feedback to Katie on the good and the bad and stuff like that. And there's some phenomenal content, teaching content that you get to lean into and learn from, also being partnered with a mentor here at Gateway. And so if that's something that interests you, could you scan that QR code, and it's going to take you to a space that just says, I'm interested, and then you'll hit submit. And that will just let me know that you're interested and I should strike up a conversation with you. And so we're going to talk a heck of a lot more about it moving forward, but I want to put this on your radar. That's something in the fall that's going to be brand new to GSM, and I would love maybe for you to be part of that if that's something that would interest you. I think that's everything. Yeah. Sweet. Cool. Can you pray for us?
Yeah. Dear God, thank you for this night. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to gather here tonight. Lord, I pray for the worship team as they come up, that they be able to play well and be able to work as a team, I guess. And Lord, I pray for the seniors as they come up later, that their nerves would be calmed and that they be able to give us good stuff. In your name, amen.
Hey, guys. That was lame. All right. All right. Okay, if you want to stand, you can stand.
Okay, guys, I know we're kind of chill tonight. This is a hype song. Get hype. Yay. Woo! Let's praise Jesus. Stay with
Okay, so tonight has a lot of bitter and sweet to it, and we had for the seniors on stage, Lydia and Becca being able to be a part of the worship team for a couple of years now. And there's bittersweetness to it because we love what they're able to offer on the stage. At the same time, we're super excited for the continuation of those who want to use their gifts on the stage in the years to come. So, shameless plug just to say this. If there is anyone and you look towards the next school year and you're like, yeah, I can sing, I can play guitar, I can play bass, anything. I can play the triangle. I'm really good. I can play a mean triangle. You're invited to come and talk with me, talk with Grace. We would love to talk about that for the next school year. So in the name of bittersweetness, as we come to the end of a calendar year, our school years run August to August, and our youth staff are ones who say, I'm going to commit from an August to an August. And every year they get to tell me, am I in for the next school year, or am I out? Am I done with GSM for now? And so there are some individuals who are stepping down. So before I bring our seniors up, I did want to take a moment to recognize and celebrate those individuals who are stepping down from GSM, moving forward as youth staff. And so two that are not present tonight, unfortunately, we're not able to be here, is Jeremy Turpin and David Wellard. Both of them are not able to continue on in youth staff. They did explicitly tell me moving forward that they want to leave the door open for future years, but for the time being, with the season of life they're in, they actually are needing to step down. There are two other gentlemen who also are stepping down, and that would be Jonathan Hiller and Ken Hunsberger. And so, Ken, Jonathan, can you guys come up to the front for a moment? Jonathan's been with us on youth staff. Actually, here's what's super dope about Jonathan. He attended GSM as a student. And there's a couple others that are on youth staff that attended GSM as a student, and he came to serve for a year's time here. And there's some neat things that God is putting on his heart to serve in other areas of Gateway. And so we're really pumped about that for you, Jonathan. But then also for Ken, here's what's really cool, is Ken is not the youngest tool in the shed. And here's what I absolutely love is that Ken is a living, breathing example of it literally doesn't matter how old or young you may be, you can serve in church and serve with students. Ken served for four years together. We have served in GSM, and I'm coming up on 5 years of being here, and Ken came in about 4 months into me serving. So we've almost done the whole time that I've been on a youth pastor here. We've served together, bro. And so for you to step down is really bittersweet, while knowing, again, God has some stuff on your heart as well. So can you just take a couple seconds, something that you want to say to them? Also, what's next for you right now?
Sure, yeah. I just want to say thank you all for this year. I've had a really great time serving with youth staff. I remember being a student in your shoes, in this room, playing the piano for the youth band all the way through my time in youth group. And I really enjoyed it. I'm graduating with my master's at the end of August next month. And I'm trying to leave the door open for other ministry opportunities. I'm going to be starting up some counseling groups with agencies I've been talking about working with, and just not really being sure what full-time work looks like after I graduate. I felt like it was necessary to kind of take a step back from youth staff at this time, leave that open. But I've loved interacting with all of you. If any of you need to reach out to me for any reason, Tony can put you in contact with me. I've told him that I'm available if he wants me to come in and do a lesson, or if he wants me to just be around for any shorter periods of time. I have a little brother aging in, so if you see a Will Hiller in the coming months, pick on him. He'll pick on you back harder, so he would enjoy that. Yeah, be nice to him, and I'll still be around at Gateway. I'll still see you all, so thank you for being part of this year with me.
I I didn't realize that 25 was considered old, but I did learn that tonight. And I just want to say thank you for letting me be part of this amazing ministry. It really has been an honor and a privilege. But more than that, it's truly been a blessing for me to see so many of you come to know Christ and strengthen your walk and your faith with Christ. And I would just want to encourage all of you. It was really the lyrics in that last song, to just pray daily to God our Father that you may be more like Jesus every day of your life. And while I am kind of taking a pause from GSM, I'm still going to be very much a part of Gateway Church. I'm going to be around all the time. I just felt my heart calling me to a different area of ministry within the church. So I wanted to see if I can maybe do something in the men's ministry. And I reached out to Tony and said, hey, maybe one day in the future, maybe that door would remain open. And he said yes, so I'm thankful for that as well. So thank you, guys.
Awesome. And here's the time where I would take the moment to pause and have all you staff stand and be recognized. I'm not going to do that right now because they all deserve incredible thanks and for their willingness to selflessly give of their time. But I just want to just publicly to you two say thank you. You both are so It makes me cry, bro. Oh my goodness. You both are such a gift and a blessing to me. Thank you. It means the world that you would take the time to invest into these guys whom I know I love so much, and I know you too, you guys as well. Thanks doesn't cut it, and it never will. But thanks. Can we thank them one more time? Here's what I want to do. Could we get? Can you guys come stand down here? And I wanna pray over you guys. Can we get some students, some leaders who are just willing to come stand around them, pray over them, lay hands on them as I pray. Get more in the center here, so that there we go. Yeah. All right. If you can't reach, you can extend a hand if you want. All right, here we go. Let me just join your hearts with mine as I pray. Jesus, we thank you for Ken. Thank you for Jonathan. Thank you for Jeremy. Thank you for David. Thank you for these 4 men who have faithfully over this year served these students, poured their time and their energy, their sanity even, into this ministry. God, I know how proud you are of them. As they enter into this next phase of life, serving at Gateway, plugging away where you would have them be, Jesus, would you grant them discernment, courage, tact on how to lead with the giftings you have given them, and how much of a blessing it's been to see their giftings in action here at GSM. And we're going to miss them a lot. And yet, how amazing is it to know that this isn't a goodbye. And knowing that they're still here at Gateway and they're going to be serving in some really, really awesome ways in the months and the years to come. So we give them to you. Jesus, use them as you see fit. And we're honored for the time that we've had with them. So thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. And all God's people said, amen, amen. All right, hey, at this time, can I get some seniors? Come on up to the stage, grab a chair, and we'll get this party going. You're gonna make like a semicircle. However you want to try to swing it. Oh, thank you. You can just hand them to... Oh. take one down, pass it around. Yeah. Yeah.
Why did the seniors last year get like really comfy couches?
Don't worry about it. Yeah. It's not on yet. All right, all right, all right. All right. Hey, so we have here our class of 2023 graduated seniors. Can we give it up for them first and foremost? All right. Hey, so obviously you've probably heard this 24 times over the past couple of months, but make it 1,001. Congratulations. It is obviously no small feat to graduate from high school and to walk across that stage, diploma in hand. Does everyone have their actual diploma in hand? Sometimes
No,
they
they didn't give it to me.
got it. Well, we'll send some angry mail to them to try to speed that process up. Everyone else get their diploma? Okay, great, awesome, cool. So here's what we're gonna do. This is an opportunity for you seniors to share your wealth of wisdom and knowledge and embarrassing moments and stories that you would like to leave with GSM, all these smiling faces out here in the audience, before you take your leave in just a matter of days from GSM. And so can we go down the line? Can you share your name, where you graduated from, and what's your next step?
Hello?
There you go.
It's on. It's on?
It's on.
It's on. All right. Hello. Hello, my name is Matthew Bruni. I'm sorry. Anyway, I graduated high school this year in June. I went to a cyber school. Boo. So it was called Pennsylvania Leadership Charter School. It's a 4-year, oh wait, no, it's not. Anyway, I'm going to go to college in the fall, 4-year college by the name of Cairn University. It's a Bible college, and I'm studying early education. So if you're in school, I'll see you. Probably not. But anyway, 4-year college, here we go.
Just remember earlier when I said go quickly, not like what Matt did. Here we go.
Okay, speed round. I'm Cam, and I graduated from Avon Grove High School.
And going to?
Oh, and I'm going to Immaculata for nursing.
Amazing.
Okay. I'm Becca. I went to Coatesville, and I'm currently in like the pre-hospital setting, but I'm going to get my nurse and see where it goes from there.
I'm Meadow. I graduated from Coatesville this year, and I'm going to be going to Word of Life Bible Institute for 1 year in the fall, and after that, I have no idea.
I'm Emily, and I'm graduated from Octorara, and I'm going to Cecil County.
Hi, I'm Lydia. I just graduated from Conestoga Christian School, and I'm moving to Costa Rica for a missions gap year program.
Hey, I'm Nate, and I was homeschooled, so I graduated from homeschool, and I'm going to Lincoln University to pole vault and major in business.
Hi, I'm Micah. I also graduated from my house, and I'll be attending a gap year program with Crew, going to 3 different countries.
All right. So you have the questions in front of you. Like I said, we're gonna go through these, answer as you feel compelled. And so, question number 1: what did you enjoy about high school? Besides nothing.
I I enjoyed going to my house and eating lunch. I was given the opportunity, like my schedule allowed me to do that, and so every day I ate lunch with my friends, and that was pretty cool.
Sweet.
So when you're a senior, sometimes you get senior privilege, and that means that you can leave early. So I enjoyed leaving early.
It's great. We're doing great.
So I'm personally a theater girl. I really love the opportunities in theater. There was a fall play and a spring musical every year at my school, so I really enjoyed that.
So as I've previously stated, I went to charter school online, so that gave me the ability to go to a coffee shop and do my schoolwork there. So I had the privilege of being able to just chill and do my schoolwork and hang out with some cool people. So yeah, that's what I did.
Sweet.
I really enjoyed my friends. Doing random sporadic things with them, highlight of high school.
Love that. Question number 2. If your high school career was a song, what would it be?
Has anyone heard that new song, It Is What It Is by Jenna Rain? It is what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. Yeah, that's that song.
Ty. I love that. Ty knows it.
It's so fun. Yeah, literally, like the beat in it, the lyrics, it's pinnacle. Highly recommend listening to it. That, and then on a more serious note, I would say Firm Foundation by Maverick City. I love that song, but that was also like a theme throughout high school. So yeah.
Okay, so if you know me, then you know that I love a nap. So my song would probably be Don't Wake Me Up by Chris Brown, because I genuinely probably slept like 80% of the time in school.
It's good.
Yes. Don't
It's good
be like
practice.
me. Be awake in class, okay?
It's honest. Appreciate that.
Does it have to be church appropriate?
Becca, go for it. You're about to graduate. What you got?
The bridge from Hollaback Girl.
It goes, wait, you want to sing it for us? No. Censored version? Censored? No. It goes, this bleep is bananas. BANANAS.
Anyone else have a song?
Mine would probably be The Good Part by AJR, because most of high school I just wanted to skip to graduation.
That's good. Question number 3. Unless there was someone who was around the edge of going to share their song. Question number 3 is, what is something you wish you knew as a freshman in high school? What is a piece of information that you wish you would have knew as a freshman?
Okay, I wish I knew that I didn't have to be in a big group of friends and just have acquaintances rather than having a small group of friends and having like really good close friends. Like as a freshman, I feel like I tried so hard being new in a school to be the popular girl and all this stuff. Really, it caused a lot of pain. And if I would have just followed my gut and knew who my friends were, my best friends were, I probably would have started off a lot better.
I wish I knew God when I was in freshman year of high school, because I didn't. But I might have said I did, but I definitely didn't. So, yeah.
That's good, bro.
Yeah, I can kind of relate to Cam also because like I wish I would have known that the people that I was friends with freshman year, they weren't going to follow me all the way through high school, you know? And it's just better to have a kind of small group of people that you can really trust and not a big group of people who you don't really know that well.
I wrote, don't belittle yourself by pretending that you're dumb, because that. And don't be embarrassed about your passions. Don't be embarrassed about your passions.
That first one, make sure everyone heard that first one.
Don't belittle yourself by pretending that you're dumb.
Anyone else? Wish you knew as a freshman?
One thing I wish I knew, it's okay to not be perfect all the time.
That's a good imperfection.
Bear.
And we're bringing it back in. We're bringing it back in. I give that a 7. All right.
Well, yeah.
And we're bringing it in. We're bringing it in.
As I was saying, it's okay to not be perfect all the time. I thought going into freshman year, I was like, I have to have an 100 in everything, and if I don't, then it's the end of the world as we know it. It's okay to not have perfect grades. It's okay to not be perfect all the time. So, yeah.
Good word. Anyone else? Cool. Do you have any life or school hacks that helped get you through school? Any life or school hacks that help get you through school? That's smart, Micah.
Be homeschooled.
Okay, I can kind of agree with that, even though I wasn't homeschooled. I wish I was. But I would say, like, literally don't give a crap about what people think of you. Period. That's it.
I don't condone cheating at all. But like if you need some extra help on like mathway.com. Okay? That was a big thing for me during calculus. Mathway.com.
But you don't condone cheating.
I don't condone cheating, but like if you genuinely can't figure it out, do it yourself and then like ask for help from a computer.
On a side note on that, it
Hey, guys, bring it in.
On a side note on that, it walks you through like all the steps so you can actually like read it and comprehend it. It's very helpful. Really helped in like trig and stuff like that.
It's good.
So kind of like what they're saying. Don't cheat. It's really not worth it. And that's what I learned. It's not worth it. It's honestly cooler to just learn how to do something and be good at it than like to fake your way and then get exposed by like a test or something. But a cool study tip or like a way that you can learn is like AI, like Chat GPT. Like I'm not saying because they can find out if they like if you cheat they'll know. But what I'm saying is you can actually use it as a pretty cool tool to study or to learn, and it can explain how to do certain things. So just throwing that out there.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
don't cheat.
Yes, don't do that. No, but just don't have it right next. I feel like it's a bad question because it just. Any other life or school hacks that got you through high school to share?
If you make friends with the nurse, then she'll let you lay in the sick bed. Yes. Like
So-
gummies.
How does one make friends with the nurse?
You just go in, be super nice. I baked her stuff. Yeah, I baked her cookies once.
You baked her cookies once.
For Christmas, yeah.
Wow, that's really kind of you.
Yeah. Miss Claire. I love Miss Claire. Becca doesn't like Miss Claire, apparently.
Yeah. Oh. Anyone else? Life or school hacks? All right. Who is someone who has had a big influence on you throughout high school, and why? Who's had a big influence on you throughout high school, and why?
Jesus, he's God.
Someone besides Jesus. Sorry. I should have in parentheses besides Jesus.
I'm trying not to sound cliche, but my youth leaders, I love you guys so much. They've been a huge influence. Like, they're always available to talk if you ever need to talk. Like, seriously, these youth leaders here are here for you. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and don't be afraid to talk to them, because they're not scary, I promise you. So, yeah. Love you guys.
Yeah, I would second that. Probably your youth leaders, like the youth staff here. Like Jay and the other ones before Jay. He's not here, but yeah, the youth staff are really definitely influential in my life. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. But I want to be specific. Jay and Tony, you guys have like severely impacted my life. So thank you for the 6 years and thank you for the 5 years. It's been great.
Do I need to go grab the tissues?
Wanted to let that simmer for a minute, but but Ashley and Grace, amazing. I agree 100% with what everybody's saying. Seriously, go talk to your leaders. But I'm a little bit different. I would say my parents and my family. They really have, like, being the youngest of two and kind of having, like, Lindsay and Zach, if you met Zach. Yeah, but anyway, they went through high school before me, gave me advice, and sometimes I didn't want to hear it and I didn't want to listen, but now knowing, like, I should have listened. But my parents, because they were so, like, open and supportive, and I could go to them for anything, and yeah.
Anyone else? All right. What extracurriculars, sports, clubs, etc., did you do, and how did that shape your high school experience, for positive or for negative, for that matter?
Okay, sorry, I'm talking again, but I played volleyball in high school, and being on a team and being so close to girls that you, like, literally spend 8 hours of the day with and then spend another 3 hours with, sometimes it gets a little, like, catfight-ish, if that makes sense, but you really learn to meet, like, have deeper connections with people, and being, like, competitive on the court and all that, or the field, wherever you're gonna be, you really do have a deeper connection and can lean on those people, and they do care about you.
That's cool.
Your coaches too.
I did Leo Club, so I was vice president of Leo Club, and it's like a volunteer, like, community-based club. So we did a ton of events for the community. Like, we did blood drives, we did Cinderella's Closet, which is, like, giving people in need like prom dresses. We went to Callan and like volunteered for the little kids. So if you have a Leo club at your school, I would tell you to get involved with it because it gave me like a heart for service kind of out like doing service outside of church is like really interesting. And yeah, I would just encourage you to get involved in your community.
I don't know. No one said this, but youth group was definitely definitely an extracurricular that shaped my high school career in a sense. It definitely was cool to be on SOT and be an intern for a minute and just kind of get a chance to not just attend but kind of be intentional when I was here. So I definitely appreciated coming to youth group, and it definitely shaped my high school career.
Anyone else? Any other sports clubs, etc.?
Mine's different because it wasn't in school, but I got involved with ambulance almost 2 years ago. It's taught me a lot about myself and the world and stuff because you see like real life experiences and it can suck. But it's also taught me how to be assertive and to trust myself and to believe in myself. So I don't know. I just really like it though. You just have to be careful with the environment.
Anyone else? So, next question, I need to amend it. Did you attend public, private, or homeschool? And how did that shape your faith specifically? Did you attend public, private, or homeschool, and how did that shape your faith?
I will say I went to public school and and my experience was definitely a little bit different than some people are thinking. Like I actually came closer to God and was able to lean on Him and trust in Him. Although there were temptations, and some temptations I did give into, which I'm not proud about, but I know He forgave me and just leaned into Him more, continued to follow Him, and yeah, so I didn't really give into that kind of stuff.
Okay, I went to public school. Sorry, I had to think about that. I went to public school, and it's hard being a Christian, surprisingly. Like, I feel like we don't talk about how judged Christians are enough, at least, especially at school. And there was one circumstance where I was actually attacked for being a Christian by this girl who I was once friends with. And it really sucked, but it really taught me that, like, you will be hated, like, is what the Bible says. So it was hard in that I wasn't sure how to deal with that, but it also made me stronger in a way because I did deal with it.
Good.
I didn't go to public school, but I think it would have been harder if I did go to public school because there's definitely a lot more like distractions in a sense. So I'm thankful for what I did. It was kind of just like online, so I was chilling. But I think it definitely prepared me in a sense of like just being like not in a school every day where I have to be intentional and like make the choice to open my Bible and read it or to pray and whatnot. But yeah, I'm just thankful for where I was.
So I went to a private Christian school for high school. I was homeschooled for 5 years before that. That was really fun. Shout out to Echo. But it was great because being at a private Christian school, like you're required to take Bible classes throughout high school. So I really learned a lot theologically in those 4 years with all the different Bible teachers that I had. But it's just keeping in mind that just because you go to a private Christian school doesn't mean that everyone there is a Christian. And just remembering that you still have to live a life for Jesus, and you still have to shine your light for Christ and be a good testimony, because some of those people there may not be saved. So, yeah. It's always when I talk. Every single time.
Yeah, as you already know, I was homeschooled. But being homeschooled with two Christian parents, I was required to take a Bible class. But it was great because I had a lot of flexibility in what I learned about. I got to choose certain topics that I liked, and my mom is like super smart and like into theology, so she could always pull out great resources for it. So I learned a lot through that, and it also freed up a lot of time for me to be very involved with youth group and GSM, which shaped my life, and God used it in really good ways.
Anyone else? Cool. What did you do? It's more of a practical question. What did you do to attempt to be spiritually grounded throughout your high school experience? What did you do to stay spiritually grounded and in tune with the Lord?
Mine was definitely find like the group of people that is going to help you the most, because what helped me a lot was finding those people who will bring me back to God every time I like start struggling or go through a hard point in my life. They'll call me out, keep me accountable on everything. So it's definitely like find that group of people that are going to be real with you and help you. Yeah.
One thing I'd say is not checking out like during the day, especially like during Bible class or chapel, because it's so easy to just be like, oh, it's 8 a.m. I don't really want to do this right now. But being engaged and being intentional in actually listening and being open to learn. So. And also trying to come to Gateway. Schedules are crazy throughout the school year. I get that. Being in theater, it's like every single day. I know sports, it's an everyday commitment. But just being intentional with coming to Gateway and being focused on the lesson during lesson. And yeah, you'll learn a lot.
Yeah, what Lydia said. In the beginning of high school, it wasn't, like I said, I didn't really go to church much or care to go to church. But as I grew in my relationship with God, I definitely felt like I almost was craving to go to church every Sunday, and it definitely helped me stay spiritually grounded, because it was kind of what I needed to start off the week, but then to kind of just kickstart myself being in the Word, Monday and then Tuesday, and trying to be consistent. Someone said it. Thank you. But to be consistent in the Word and following Jesus throughout the week. So yeah, going to church, that definitely helped me stay spiritually grounded. So, and you don't got to go to Gateway necessarily, but Gateway is a pretty good church. So yeah, I went to Gateway, so it was cool.
A big thing for me was listening to worship music. So like whether it was in the car while I was driving or while I was studying, it was just like if I was going through a hard time or anything like that, it just like I threw it on and it like immediately brought me back to God, and it was like it reminded me of truth, and it was just really good.
Yeah, I agree with worship, but also get involved. If you're in public school, I know for a fact that your school has some sort of like maybe sports Christian athlete kind of club or something. But definitely do that, because I missed out on that opportunity, and I wish I had joined those clubs. And I know I have really close friends that did those clubs, and they look like they're having such a great time. They get to go on retreats and have all these sorts of opportunities. I know a Phillies player came to our high school and talked to them So yeah, they got like really cool things that they got to experience with so many different people around the world just by joining a free club at school.
Anyone else? Those are good responses. Thank you for those. On a slightly less spiritual note, do you have any funny or embarrassing stories from your high school experience that you would like to share?
Yes. Okay. This has a lesson behind it. Look in your mirrors when you're driving, because I backed into somebody at school and caused a lot of damage. Yeah, and I had to go up in front of her, in front of the entire lunch area, and confess that I ran into her in front of everybody, and it was super embarrassing. And then we had to assess the damages, thinking that, oh, we don't have to tell our parents, we can just, bypass it, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then she went home and told her dad, and then $1,000 later. So, yeah, just look in your mirrors and be mindful of where you're pulling out and all that.
It's good advice.
I hit the car. That would be worse.
Judgment-free zone.
Oh.
Maybe.
I guess I don't know, I fell down the steps a lot. If you go to Coatesville, the steps in the 8-9 center are horrible. You will fall down them or up. I feel like up is worse because then the people behind you are move. So.
I know Avongrove just moved schools last year, and we had this old high school, and we called it the center court, and it was where all hallways met into this center area. And there was one time, many times where I was a freshman and I'm short, and I got sucked into the whole crowd and literally trampled. So that was fun. And then a senior helped me up, and it was just very embarrassing because I was like, thanks, bye.
Going once?
Someone has to have something really.
I almost peed my pants because they locked the bathrooms.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. So, 9th grade year, we had this teacher in biology. Her name was Miss Lay, and I felt so bad for her. She wasn't supposed to be our teacher for the whole year. It was a substitute kind of thing, but she was a permanent substitute. And she was very new to teaching, and she wasn't very assertive, and the kids were so they messed with her a lot. I don't condone this, but something really funny happened in one of the classes. We catapulted someone into the ceiling, and the ceiling fell, and they got hurt. So, yeah, she has the video. Also, I convinced her that I was British, so.
Nice.
It's really bad. I was like, I'm from Manchester.
It's great. Anyone else want to share an embarrassing story? Going once? Twice? And moving on. Second to last question, not on your paper. As you leave GSM, what was one of your favorite events that you're going to miss being a part of? at youth group? One of your favorite events you're going to miss?
Hunger Games.
What?
Hunger Games. When we played Hunger Games in the rain, highlighted GSM. So fun. So fun.
Thunderstorm off in the distance, lightning storm off in the distance. Really,
I have a funny story about that. Yeah, I was on Josh Smith's and Micah's team, and we're just running through the field, and like suddenly I just see lightning, and I'm an anxious person. I was like, shouldn't we go inside? There's lightning. And Josh is like, nah. Nah, if someone gets hit, we'll just run.
That sounds like Josh.
It was actually really funny. But yeah, Hunger Games here, that's literally so much fun. Definitely do it. Yeah, it's crazy, it's chaotic, but it's a real great time. But an event that like it's here with GSM, but like all the retreats, especially like the one we go up to Camp Calvary, which that was the spring retreat this year. But it's so much fun just being together with the whole youth group, rather than like a whole bunch of other youth groups. Like you're able to get to know each other more. So yeah, that's really fun. You get to go down the slide of death too, so it's entertaining.
The slide of death. Yep. Oh, yep. We're not using the slide this time. Yep. Meadow.
I think I'll just miss the retreats as well because I love the retreats. And speaking of retreats, I actually have a funny story about one of the retreats. Can I tell it?
Yeah.
Backtrack to the
Quickly,
last
but
question.
yes.
So it was me, Micah, Lydia, Becca. We decided to go on a hike. This was at fall retreat.
It was a
last
beautiful
year.
hike, by the
It
way.
was a really good hike.
It's gorgeous.
And we were just walking, and all of a sudden, I'm like, hey, Becca, do you want to race? So it's like this long patch of like just field, okay? So me and Becca were running our fastest. Becca eats it, like eats it, and she's covered in mud. And me, Micah, and Lydia are just standing there, like, dying for a few minutes. We take a picture of her, we take a picture with her, and then she has to get up, and she's literally covered, like, from here to there in mud, and she washed her pants in the sink, and that was really funny.
I won, though, so it's okay.
She did win the race, yeah.
But you took a picture of her before you helped her up, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so just make sure that we clarified that very important detail. Good friends over here. Good friends.
Okay, I'm gonna miss all of that, but what I'm gonna miss the most is having the opportunity to come and meet Jesus on a Wednesday. Like, just, looking forward to it and coming to be with my peers, and after maybe a long weekend over the week, all that at school, just coming to GSM is a good way to let loose and be with God. And I'm gonna miss that, but I can do it on my own. I know that. Just gonna miss so many people.
Sorry, I feel like I'm talking a lot, but if you have another New York missions trip next year, you guys need to go on it, okay? That was like the best, but also most challenging, was it a week? I don't even know. Week of my life ever.
It's 4 days.
Long weekend.
Long weekend. But it was so fun, but also so challenging. So please go.
Final question. Before you take your leave, what is a piece of advice that you would like to leave with the rest of these smiling faces?
Just one thing, keep your eyes fixed on Jesus, because he's never going to let you down. Everyone's going to let you down, except Jesus. He's the one that's constant and sure, and he loves you so, so much. So, yeah, just simple. Keep your eyes fixed on Jesus.
Be true to yourself. Learn who you are early on, and just like Lydia said, keep your eyes on Jesus. Also, listen to your mentors. They know what they're talking about, whether you want to hear it or not. You're going to regret it if you don't listen to them. Just listen.
I would say a big thing for me is don't be afraid of failure and don't be afraid of stepping out of your comfort zone. I would say that those were two of my biggest fears, was failure and stepping out of my comfort zone. But when I opened up the opportunity to fail and to learn from it and grow from it and to step out of my comfort zone and learn from it and grow from it, truly some of the best memories of high school and just growing and learning came from that. So it's okay to fail and step out of your comfort zone because like that's where some of the best memories can be made.
Kind of like what Lydia said. I fully agree with what Lydia said. Keep your eyes on Jesus. But to not just say that, I would say seek new opportunities. Definitely just seek new opportunities, and that kind of piggybacks off what Micah said. You're going to have to go out of your comfort zone, and that's how you grow. But I think awesome things happen when you are open to a new opportunity or a new, just newness in your life. So just seek new opportunities. Yeah.
On a less serious note, don't be the person that walks slow in the hallways. Just don't do it.
Love it. Anyone else? Meadow.
Don't talk back to your teachers. Learn that the hard way. I haven't learned my lesson yet, so I can't really say anything yet, but just don't talk back to them. It'll bite you in the butt later. I spent my last day of school in the principal's office. Let's just put it that way.
Oh.
Last day of senior year. So
That's good.
yeah, recently.
Going once? No, I do not. Going twice.
So who's going to share it? You or Emily?
No, I'm not.
Going twice and a half.
Okay, so going back to the funny stories, we just remembered this. But speaking of that New York trip, there was a moment on said New York trip when a certain someone kind of wrecked the bus just a little bit. Now, so what happened was there was this parking garage, right? And, you know, we're in this Locust Lane bus. To those of you who were unfortunate enough to have been on that bus before, you know what it's like. So it's kind of tall, right? We go in the parking garage, we fit in one end, and we're like, oh, we can't go up here. So we go out the other end, and we clip the ceiling. And I don't remember if we chipped something off of the roof of the thing. I don't know. But we're like, oh, that was embarrassing. Oh, well, we drive away, right? So, like, a couple minutes later, this guy just comes, like, speeding behind us, swerves in front of the bus, and gets out of his car and starts, like, getting at Tony because apparently he owned the parking garage. And apparently people in New York don't appreciate it when you wreck into their parking garages and then drive away. So this guy proceeds to just, I don't even know what the whole conversation was that happened between you guys, but you guys went on for like almost a half hour. We called 911. They sent EMTs. They didn't do anything. They just drove away. But then like eventually, you know, we're just sitting there for like a half hour, and this guy who was all upset about his parking garage getting hit just dropped it. He was basically like, you know what? It's fine. I don't care. And he left. So we sat there for like, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes. Like, this is literally the first day of our trip, too. So we're like all like stressed, and we're trying to like get to the like, the Staten Island ferry. And we like couldn't find parking, and this whole thing happened. And the guy just went on for 45 minutes and then just dropped it. And we drove away. But yeah, that was what, the third van/bus story you had?
I think fourth.
4, yeah. So 4.
And then, like, an hour after that incident, maybe, we were going around Staten Island trying to find parking to go to the ferry. And an hour after that incident, Tony decides to go in this parking lot, and he backs up. He backs up into the only tree on Staten Island. Okay, the tree breaks. And this guy who lives in the apartment behind the tree, he's like yelling at us out the window. We're so fed up with what happened before with the other guy. We just run away and we just run to the ferry. We don't even talk to him. So yeah, don't back up into trees.
Like I said, look in your mirrors, okay, people?
Yes.
Look in your mirrors. Full circle, there we go.
Sorry, Tony.
Hey, you know, what's super fascinating about that whole experience, other than the fact that I was like wildly stressed, is that the guy who cut us off to stop us while we tried for the next 45 minutes, he thought that we had intentionally like left after damage had been done. And after 45 minutes, I told him I straight up thought that there was no damage. Like I didn't intentionally hit and run. I just left because it looked like there was no damage whatsoever. And then right when he said that, I said that, he was like, oh, okay. And then he walked away. I was like, so we just had 45 minutes of conversation, all because you thought I intentionally hit it, which I guess I can make sense of that. But like right when I said I didn't intentionally run, he dropped it. So it's super weird. And yes, use your mirrors because I did hit the only tree on Staten Island. So that was good. That was a good time. I'm a good driver. I promise, sort of. That bus is a stupid. You try to get behind that Locust Lane bus.
I know Lindsay's not here right now, but she didn't look in her mirrors at a retreat one time. Sorry, Lindsay, I know you're watching, but look in your mirrors because you'll run into some things, or cars, or garages, or trees.
Yep.
Or people.
Well, on that very exciting note, can we give it up for our seniors? Oh, man. That's so good. Here's what we want to do to end our time. Number one, seniors, thank you. Thank you for the time that you have spent here investing into GSM. Specifically tonight, it's a gift. So just thank you for that. We want to pray over you. And so here's what's going to happen. We're gonna bring the seniors down here. We're gonna clump around them and we're gonna pray over them. When I say amen, you are free to head to the lobby where in theory